Production in action.
Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at Taiga's statement. Google Doc, is this? Can you click this? What is this? Oh my god. Alright, why is he doing this now? Yane?
I still get nightmares. Late last year, I made a post about battling addiction and becoming someone else when my brain became more damaged and damaged. It felt like someone else was living through these experiences, as I was also under immense duress and struggling with harsh negative thoughts. Everything about me changed, including my principles and my dreams. My will to live was as low as it could go down, and it didn't help when I slowly affected others around me. I apologize for involving OG and my former teammates in this situation. They had nothing to do with it, and I'm sorry for any harm caused.
You should never start like this. You should never go off as a victim. I was in a bad spot, blah blah. No, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. I was under immense duress and struggling with harsh negative thoughts. Nobody cares. I'm sorry.
There hasn't been a day that I don't feel depressive guilt about it, but after doing that for so long and through countless meetings with my therapist discussing the matter, the best
But sir, he is your friend
way to
Tristan.
mend it was to give myself time to heal and work on myself, then eventually reach out to people that got affected by my poor decisions and my personality change. I slowly accepted that these mistakes and the decisions I made throughout that year are part of life, to be human and to learn from your faults. It's still very bitter to accept and take in, as I was never someone to be involved in gambling for fun or associate myself with them.
Has anyone ever made a good apology? Does that exist?
Despite all that, as mentioned before, I feel more free that I overcame my addiction and slowly returned to my original self, leaving that toxic influence behind. I'm no longer affected by all the gambling advertisements you see nowadays, nor get tempted by it, as it has left a huge scar of trauma within me. I will continue moving forward, working on myself with my new ambitions and goals. I will let time and my efforts show to make amends and rebuild the relationships I had with great people across the years.
Nice.
Regarding the video by Morph working with sensibility. Now to the part everyone is curious about. I had expected it for a while, and I'm glad it came out. However, I didn't expect things to be taken out of context. I was under immense duress at the time, and I wasn't his accomplice, rather a broken man to be used and pressured as a tool who didn't know himself anymore. The voice and chat logs are all over the place, put to portray me as worst as possible to get the views, while also portraying sensibility as some necessary evil. The transactions mentioned in the video with that amount never happened, nor did I profit from it. It was never about the money, it was just a tool to fuel an addiction. The mafia were never involved with me directly either. Though sensibility likes to think of himself as one to seem cool. I will make it short and straightforward, since most people in this community don't really care about the full story.
Yes.
Nor the context, and I don't owe them anything except for the individuals and the real fans affected. I have never thrown a map on purpose before, or during my time in OG, nor bet on us losing, including betting on FBS myself.
Okay.
But yes, I have disclosed info to Sensibility for his own bet since I did owe him at the time. And streamed so he can do his own thing and get off my back so I could focus on the match. Everything that I did was the results of negotiating with him because he wanted me to throw matches, which I never did and never will. And this was the least damaging thing, to keep him quiet. To look back and ask why, I don't know why. Because of my addiction and shame for being addicted and hiding it from my family and friends, I had a complete change to my behavior and personality. According to my therapist, this is supposed to be very common to people under extreme stress and addiction. I wasn't thinking rationally anymore, thus it was easy to be taken advantage of with my anxiety and desperation. And I honestly thought he was a new friend that had a positive vibe to me. Which is why I shared my story and issues to him in the first place.
Blaming therapist.
Norwegian so boy I can't.
Ah, come on. Free TTS. Just do everything for free, come on. Don't make me download it, I'm not fucking downloading you. Yikes, don't make me read it myself.
Anyway, the reason the video was released was because I was healing, getting back to my senses and who I was as a person before I got into gambling, while also ignoring this person's threats for a year. At the time blackmail and threats came into light, I didn't owe this person any money. It's quite the opposite, he does it to me and other people trying to orchestrate stories that his life was in danger, someone breaking into his flat, sending me pictures of his broken door, to keep funding himself when he runs out of money from gambling or running away from the law and prosecutors. And yes, I helped him, and even borrowed from others, whatever small trust one had in him, even while being emotionally abused and taken advantage of. Call me naive, stupid, or whatever, but that is who I am, a person that wants to help others even in my condition then. I always wanted to see the good in people.
Strong. Morph got his views and had to advertise, not to mention blah 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 blah. What is this? Borrow links to a few people that came out about this person. Uh-huh. What are these?
Link to gambling sponsors POG.
I'm the biggest loser of all the players who did to do. Open letter from Giga Shell, aka Lil Sorry. Who? Two, 9, 5, 3.
There are so many versions of me out there that exist in everyone's mind. Our interactions shape how others perceive us in their own universes.
True.
Trauma can give perpetrators power over victims until it's overcome.
True.
It's crucial to focus on being our best selves in our own universe, regardless of other perceptions, are what I will keep doing moving forward.
Ooh.
This will probably be the last thing you hear from me in the Dota Pro scene. Dota doesn't deserve the worst of me, nor do I deserve the worst of Dota. I will gladly accept any punishment from the organizers and Valve. People can come to their own conclusions and Speculations about what happened during the worst chapter of my life. What is important for me right now is that I know what happened, and what has been portrayed is not it. And I don't care anymore and just want it to be in the past and keep working on myself. I'm happy that I spent my 6 years in Dota proudly before I got into gambling, thankful for all the people I met, and happy again for being able to come back to my senses and keep working on myself. For those impacted, sorry for everything, and for those that have stood by me and supported me, especially my family and the people that I met.
True. Well, now that they admitted Verrk can finally get off its ass and ban him, I don't think he's gonna get into any team anyway, Lobo. Too long, didn't read, self-pity, ad hominems. At least I didn't throw the entire maps. Is he gonna sing his apology? Let me guess, playing victim, I was depressed, blackmail, too much debt, etc, etc. Help him, please. Statement, not apology. Ha ha ha. An apology looked like this. I was wrong to do these things. It hurt others, and I have no excuse for my behavior. I'll work on improving myself. I'm sorry. Zero self-reflection. Yada yada. Cool. Very cool. Giling nyo na matunawang taba. Giling, hayaan yung mata.